Okay, I'm back. One of my recent videos, I used my spinner and I ended up with Prussian blue, turquoise, quinacridone magenta, and ultramarine purple. And then what I did after that, I'll spin the camera around, all these little cards on the table, I do what I call something called drip smash. And if you saw my last video, this is on there too. And I just take cardstock or mixed media paper and I dip in the paint that's left, and I had so much left from that. I went ahead and dipped all that and I still had a lot left. So what I did for my last video, I took some white and some different colors and swirled around the middle and scooted the darker colors in towards the center, and I did a dip. And I really liked it, and I still have a lot of paint there. So what I'm going to do is add just a tiny bit more and do another dip on a 10 by 10 because that is the first canvas I could find. So bear with me, and this will be a quick one. And I'm just going to add a tad bit more paint and do a dip. You can see what's in the center is left for my last dip. This time I'm going to... I've soaked up a lot of that dark color. Give me 1 second and I'll get some Prussian blue again. Okay, since I've soaked up most of those dark colors, I'm going to add just a little bit of Prussian blue again around the edges. Maybe spiral it in a little bit. And then just a tiny bit of the ultramarine violet. And then add some of this teal, and that's or turquoise. That's kind of what is around the outside that's making it dark. And now what I brought in this time is a little bit of emerald green to make kind of at the corners for some leaves. And then I'm just going to do what I did last time and squirt a little bit of white on there. Well, that one's empty. That's the one with the Minwax satin varnish mixed in with it. Do a little bit of white. And I'm just doing swirls. I'm not making any shape in particular. Just some scribbles, some pink, some yellow orange. Maybe just a touch more. And some lemon yellow. And I may have, this may be too much paint. Maybe I needed to leave it how it was last time. Maybe I needed to just use what was left from last time. A little bit of the whoops. That's not going to turn out very well, but what I'm going to do is just take my canvas and smash it down like I did last time. Bring the sides in a little bit. Smash it down and wipe my fingers, and then I'm just gonna smooth out the paint underneath. Make sure paint touches on my canvas under here. Whoops, scooted a little bit on accident. Okay, and that's what I do with my cards too. These ones all ended up really dark, so the next time I have some bright colors left over, I may redip them in spots to add a little bit of brightness to them. And I'm just going to gently kind of rock around to release the canvas. And turn it over and see what I have. Oh, I didn't... Okay, I really like that. It looks really cool, but I missed touching part of the canvas, so I'm going to have to dip it again. I'm going to have to pick it up and just dip it again. And make sure I get all of the canvas. So I'm doing a redip. I think it's this side that's missing the paint. I'll push a little bit harder this time. I may put this together with the other dip that I did, or they may be separate videos. I haven't decided yet. Now I'm worried about getting that side. I want to make sure I smooth out to all the sides. Okay, we'll try lifting again. It's really touching, like really stuck. Okay. So that's what we get this time. I'll have to add some paint around the sides. I may just paint the sides of the canvases that I have dipped. These don't have base coats. I may just paint them with, what I may do is take a brush and paint them with that darker color of my paint that's left, so that I can use up that paint that's on the table. I don't like this one as well as the last one. It was better before I had to re-dip it. Now it's just kind of muddy. But I think it is still pretty fun, and I may have to try some more dips soon. And thank you as always for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos with anyone who you think may be interested. And have a blessed day. Bye! Okay, I thought about it. I really don't like that. It's really too muddy looking. So what I'm going to do is lay down a little bit more brighter colors. If I can find somewhere to put this for just a second. I'm going to do just a little bit of white again. This time, I think I'll add a little bit of this bright rose red as well. And the medium magenta. I don't know if I'm leaning into the camera when I'm doing that. And the yellow orange. And the lemon yellow. And I'm hoping that third time's a charm. Just place it down. Get me some suction onto the table. Wipe my fingers before I go rubbing the back. Maybe, no, I can't feel the paint that way. I may be moving the paint too much. That may be why I don't like it. Mixing the paints together too much, because I'm not very familiar with this. But I liked my first one so well, I just had to try it again. Okay, so I'll grab and I will slowly try to release from the edges first. And turn it over like that. I think that looks better because they're it's not really a flower, it's very muddy together. But there's more color there, and I forgot that rose red had silicone in it. There's a little bit of brightness back in the center. It kind of looks from over here to me two flowers. I'm gonna have to torch that one because there was silicone in that rose red. Whoops. Have to excuse, and in the emerald green, you'll have to excuse me while I find my torch. Okay, I found my torch. I do see some cells popping up. I do notice more of the color here and less through the center and then more here. I think that's because I pushed out so much. But overall, I like all the colors together. I think once it's dry and I varnish it, it will look really nice. And I forgot gold again. I forgot gold in this one, but that's okay. You can see where I missed spreading new paint on that part, but that's kind of cool because it leaves the green for the leaves towards the corners. This part's kind of muddy, but if you look close, you can see all the different colors. Okay, and I'm not sure how much paint is left under there, but I'm going to turn the camera off and take a sponge and put some of that leftover paint on the sides of both of the canvases, and then I would do a close-up and attach it to the end of each video. These, I really think I want to do them as separate videos because it turned out so differently, and you won't notice, there won't be a break. I'll do a close-up in just a second. Bye! Okay, here's a close-up of the larger one that I did where I put some emerald green around the edges. I forgot that I had some silicone in here, so I have some cells in this one. Forgot that it was bigger and I went through that part really fast. I like some of these cells in here. I don't like this one as well as the other one, but I guess whenever I look up close and see all the details in the cells, it has more, I find it more interesting that way. I like this section right here really well. That's probably my favorite section because there's just so much to see, so many different colors and different cells and everything. I like the way it looks kind of melted at the edges. I like that green over here. I like that these kind of look like flower petals too. Kind of almost looks like two flowers in a way, or a bouquet of flowers, or like a bouquet of flowers up here and then a reflection down here. And I did, whoops, I didn't even have the whole painting. I keep forgetting this one's larger. I did the edges on this one like my last one, where I took kind of the leftover paint that was on the table and went around the edges. They all kind of look like that. Because I didn't have a base coat, so I just took the leftover paint and did my edges. And I don't know if it goes this way or if it goes this way. I can't decide. I kind of like it both ways. I dipped this one 3 times to try to get something that I liked out of it, so it's not the best, but it's as good as I could do with what I had. And that's all for today. Bye!